Major League Soccer is looking into making a decision that could change the trajectory of soccer in America going forward, completely change the fortunes, for better or worse, of MLS going forward. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the support. Let's dig into this. As we know, MLS has played an untraditional soccer season for its entire existence. There have been reasons for that. It did not want to compete with, say, college football in America, the NFL in America. You've got the NBA, NHL, and so on and so forth. The lesser of the sports schedules is the summer in America, where you basically had baseball. And of course, there's a little overlap at the beginning of the season and the end of the season, but it is not the bulk of the season being played over the most important times of, say, look, college basketball as well, big in America. But let's even set aside basketball and hockey, because the biggest for the weekends, as we know, MLS predominantly on the weekends, football, our football, American football, predominantly on the weekends, Saturdays with college, Sundays with the NFL. And so MLS wanted to avoid that all these years. And I think that makes complete sense. Now, of course, there are reasons that aligning it with the rest of the world makes a lot of sense too, separate from that competition issue in America, because of course, more so than other major sports, the international game is a huge part of professional soccer, right? To the point where the major leagues actually have windows where they stop their seasons because of international play. And it has always been a nightmare with MLS because it is very, very different. And then, when you have the World Cup and that is in the summer, MLS can't shut down for an entire summer. So, you have core players that playing for national teams that are leaving their MLS team. And there are a lot of nightmare issues and conflicts and problems with it in the summer, since that it's different from the rest of the world. But again, the competition factor in terms of television and even live game attendance also an issue. As you see here, MLS looks to finally switch its calendar. A voter's on the table to move from a spring-fall season to a fall-spring format, aligning with Europe's top leagues. The change wouldn't happen until 2027, which is not actually that far away. But this could be one of the biggest decisions in league history. It is one of the biggest decisions in league history. I would agree with that. Do I approve? I understand it. And it's not whether I approve or disapprove, more so in terms of how I'm looking at it is it what's best for the league in America? I think ultimately, yes, having MLS play the same time as the other professional leagues for all the reasons, including the international windows and play and all of that, makes a ton of sense. Is it what's best in terms of MLS thriving and growing in America? That, I guess, will be determined. That I'm not sure about. Because, yes, there is overlap. Lots and lots of sports fans are not just fans of one particular sport, especially in America when they grew up with other sports, right? I love soccer. I grew up playing soccer. I refed. I coached for a long time. I train. I've got soccer books on available on Amazon. But that doesn't mean I don't watch other sports. That doesn't mean I don't love, from a fan perspective, other sports. And I think there are a lot of fans like that. And so it becomes, well, what are you doing on your Saturday or your Sunday in the fall, the winter, et cetera, when you have college football going on and you have professional football going on, or for some places and in some areas, it may be way too cold for soccer outside. You may not be taking your 9, 10, 11-year-old outside to watch a game in certain areas of the country in December, but you might go catch the basketball team indoors. You might go catch the hockey team indoors. I don't know. And we have a lot of people talking like that in the first one. So you're going to have the bulk of MLS season compete with the NFL, NBA, and NHL. That's actually asinine. Not to mention the insanely cold weather that'll hit New England and the Midwest. Summer soccer is perfect for the U.S. Really dumb decision to move it to a different schedule. And then, of course, MLS moves, which I've seen some other ridiculous comments on here from them as well. Does MLS currently play during those seasons? Yes, as I just mentioned, but it is the fringes of it, right? The end of MLS conflicts a little bit. The beginning, not really. It says here they have Grok responded with February, but I believe actual games for MLS start in March. So there's a little overlap, but if you move it, it's going to be 100% overlap for the entire MLS season. Um, and this is, I ask AI because idiots like you say the same brain dead thing over and over again, but don't know the actual schedule. Well, I just gave it to you. So I mean, this is like absurd for MLS moves to be doing this. You're not really winning any fans over to your side. Obviously, this is someone who believes that they should make the move without taking any of these things into consideration. MLS Saturday, NFL Sunday, I'm for it. Consider weekends booked. But see, again, and I think a lot of people forget this, is how big college football is, which is Saturdays, right? College football is on Saturdays. As this person says, attendance noticeable drop in the final third of the season, especially in teams not in the playoff. And let's be honest, no one cares about those two sports. NFL and NCAA football are the two most popular sports, and you're going to move MLS to play during their entire season. And that's my point, is the overlap. And so again, it's for me, it's not about approval or disapproval. It's about what is best for growing the game in America, which should mean growing MLS. I think there's a lot of problems with MLS. We could get into the whole promotion relegation. Maybe I'll do a deep dive video on that at some point. But anyway, I'm curious what you all thought about this. I think it's interesting. This kind of caught me off guard when you consider all the time MLS has been around. And of course, NWSL does the same thing as well. I don't know if there's talks for them to move. I think one thing that would help with that, though, is promotion relegation. So there are a lot of things MLS, I think, needs to do in order to grow the game in America. I don't think locking games behind Apple TV was a smart decision, but that, again, that is a conversation for another day. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate it as always. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Help the channel grow. I know I got all my other soccer stuff has really been eating up my time, so I'm going to start by trying to do just one video a week on this newer channel and then try and build from there. So smash that like button to help. Subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. It helps motivate me as well to get more consistent with it. Go have a fantastic day. I will talk to you later.